Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a long time, first time. It's for, JPO and Tato, joined by a friend or two, discussing movies that we've either never seen, that's the first time, maybe we haven't seen in a long time, that's the long time. We're discussing movies here tonight. This is the After Dark edition, past midnight. Pow, 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 pow. Hey, Tato, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing, Jeremy?
Hope you're ready for some sports movies.
Hey, I don't follow sports, but I love me a good sports movie. So, in fact, what do you got, Jeremy? Bring up the first movie.
The first movie, unfortunately, is not a good movie. I watched Pool Hall Junkies. So I guess this is more sports adjacent than a sports movie at all. From 2002, directed by some dude named Mars Callahan, who not only directs it, he's the star and he wrote it. And yeah, it's a bad movie. Uh, it's about like hustlers in pool halls, and then a guy owes money. But hey, Christopher Walken shows up, and you're distracted for about 35 seconds from realizing how bad everything else is. And then Rod Steiger shows up, and you forget for about 35 seconds how bad everything else is because they don't really let him do anything. There's a lot of stars in this movie, big name actors. The cast is great. That guy is not great. That's the lead, and he's terrible. Chaz Palminteri does Chaz Palminteri stuff. The story is nonsense. I did not get it. It tries to be like cool swingers, like edgy kind of stuff from the 90s, and it just misses on everything.
Score?
Oh, 1 star. It's bad.
Yeah. Who would love a movie like this or find it enjoyable? What an asshole! That I like this movie. Um, some context around that. So I totally see what you're saying. It's a movie I have now gone back to. I saw it the once back in the day. It was actually a recommendation. I want to say from a teacher of mine in high school. I had a couple teacher friends that were into movies. We would play trivia during lunch. That's right, y'all. I've been playing my teachers in movie trivia since high school. Anyhow, um, I think there's some fun indie charm to be had here. I don't mind the main guy; he's definitely not great, but maybe I was just charmed a little bit by that indie charm, and also I did see this before I ever saw a Swingers or anything, so maybe trying to copy that
Maybe,
worked for me
yeah.
at the time.
Yeah,
So that might be my kind of caveat that I
sure.
personally have here, but yeah, I do know it's one of those smaller movies, and there's other cool people that are popping up too. A little Michael Rosenbaum, good old Ricky Schroeder, y'all remember him?
Yeah, like
So
the supporting cast is great.
yeah,
Like Rosenbaum is actually he really actually does a good job. Like I will give him like
that's
credit
what I'm
for
saying. Like there's enough here
he's
that
the
like
best part
I
of the
do
movie,
get to
honestly.
the recommendation part. Yeah, and I see our friend Dylan V. He hates it with you, but hey, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
I got Kirk and Joseph, and even Roger Ebert gave it 3 stars, and that's what I'm giving it 3 stars. Tato, Pool Hall Junkies.
I have not seen.
I wanted
I
more
like Anna
Calvin.
Cracker.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
They put Walken on the cover, and then he's not really 3 minutes.
Oh, it's all I need to be on the cover. Um, Coming in a movie for me, one that I've always kind of been interested in because it's got a really cool cast. There's people you've seen, and maybe some Baku films. The perfect score. A 2004. No, I don't want to share my letterbox. A 2004 film from Brian Robbins, who he's got a really interesting filmography as well. If you look up Brian Robbins, he did, of course, the classic Ready to Rumble. That is him. He also did the classic Norbit, Good Burger. But he also did a couple sports films, Hardball and Varsity Blues. So kind of a little bit all over the place for Brian. Um, this one, I don't know if it even got like super theatrically released. It felt kind of cheap in the way it was filmed and edited and everything for me here. Um, I like the actors for the most part, but again, I was just never really intrigued by kind of their paper thin characters here, and even when like things kind of go down the second half, because plans never go the way you thought it would. I I just kind of wasn't that overly into it here. Potato, you made the joke earlier about the Wayans brothers like weed special, like how they overdo it. This movie also has that moment where like the Asian character likes weed and they treat it like he likes crack. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing, wasting your life, Bobby? Like, his name's not Bobby, but like they very much treat it as if he's on like some hard drug that, like, God forbid he enjoys. Um, so that also kind of felt silly. Didn't totally track for me here. Um, Not to be mean to actors here, but the guy that plays the basketball character, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Darius Miles. I guess he was an actual like NBA guy. He plays him. He plays a character here. Yeah, I knew he was an actual athlete because he sucked. He's not good in this at all. He doesn't know how to be funny or deliver a line or anything here, and it sucks too because I do think a better actor could have done a little bit more with the part. Not a lot more, but a little bit more here. So 2 stars again. I like Evans. He's charming. ScarJo even shows some early charisma as well here, but that's really all I can walk away much from it. Tato, any thoughts on Perfect Score?
No, this is a Sister Tato movie that I have not seen.
Don't tell I said 2 stars. Jared?
I don't think I ever have actually watched it. Like, I know I've seen the trailer. Like, I know what it is. And I'm aware, like, I don't think I've ever sat down and watched it. So I don't remember Darius Miles in the movie. So I'm gonna say no. I didn't.
Yeah, and he is one of the main groups in one of the main group people in it. So yeah, he's definitely in it too. And yeah, and he's in this, and I guess he's in Van Wilder, and that's it. Similar to your Pool Hall Junkies guy, he's in like 2 other movies, and that's his entire filmography. So you might be able to tell why Hollywood wasn't knocking down his door. Tato, what'd you see recently?
Well, anyone who knows me knows that the most important thing in my life is family. I checked back in on a couple racing friends I have not seen in a hot second. I saw the Fate of the Furious for the first time. So it turns out the way I like to watch these movies is let a couple of them come out and then hop into the universe and then bomb out. Because I watched the first 2 back to back when Too Fast came out on DVD when my mom was working at the movie store and shit, which still a fucking experience I treasure. Like, I never got to work at a fucking movie store, but I got to like help out and work in a movie store for a brief shining moment. That was always cool. And then I remember Tokyo Drift hitting, and then I did not check anything out until I had moved out for college, When I moved back in, I caught up with 4 through 7. After Paul had passed, obviously. So, yeah, then beyond that, after that, that was when I had started down the path of day drinking. So I like really wasn't going out and seeing movies a ton. And then like, yeah, movies just kind of fell by the wayside. So, kind of paid vague attention to these coming out, maybe saw bits and clips of some of them from the future. Don't know where, when, but anyway, this one's relatively fun. If there is any bit of shark left unjumped before this movie, it goes out the window with this one. We're throwing torpedoes. We are. I mean, like, obviously we've seen these dudes survive a bunch of relatively superhuman things, but like there's almost passable excuses up till about 7, 8. Yeah, this one definitely goes whole hog, and you know that's where the franchise is. So fuck it, why not? Solid performances. This isn't my favorite of the bunch. I am definitely partial to the earlier bits of the franchise when it is more about the cars and the racing and like the smaller family. But I don't hate the expansion of the universe, and obviously we cannot do anything with Brian in the moment. So this one was pretty solid effort here. I think I went 4 stars on it. It is a perfectly dope movie. I do like I like the dynamic between Rock and Statham. I see how they got their own spinoff. It makes a fuckload of sense.
Jeremy, thoughts on F8?
Yeah, I notoriously despise this franchise for many, many reasons. But this is like the one I like. Like that, I've seen this one probably like 3 times, and outside of like the original 2, that's by far the most. the opening scene, the Cuban Mile, like where he's down in Cuba and they got the cars out and the car falls apart as he's racing back. Like it's a really fun scene. And yeah, like Tato said, like this is the movie, like where they said fuck it. They just did it. They just threw a bunch of spaghetti at the wall. It all stuck. Do it all, and I appreciate that they embraced what they were at this point, even more so than like already up to this point. Because yeah, like losing Paul Walker and stuff like that, I was surprised they were able to make like that. It's as good as it really is.
Score.
Oh, hold on, I forgot.
So listen to your heart, Jeremy. Don't cheat like Jordan Anderson. Let's listen to your heart.
I'd probably give it 3.5.
Yeah, I'll go even a little bit lower here. I just gave it a 3. It is again a fun, very passable movie here. If you like the franchise here, this isn't one of the best entrants in it. I think that's 5 or 7. And I did think this was a bit of a kind of unnecessary follow up. It reminds me of kind of what you would think Toy Story 4 would be to 3, which is I think 7 is such a great caper to the story. And they're like, no, we make money, we're going to keep going. But again, kind of like Toy Story 4, in a lesser way, they still found at least some fun to be had here with the characters they have left over here. They're starting to retcon Jason Statham already in this movie here, which kind of bugged me considering he definitely tried murdering Han. Nobody says that in this franchise, by the way. But yeah, so 3 stars. They're still very passable. And yeah. Jeremy, what else you got to recently?
So I watched a real sports movie called The Game of Their Lives. And it's it's a true story. It's from, let me see, 2005. It's a true story about the U.S. men's national soccer team playing the English team in 1950, when we didn't even have like a World Cup team. And it had a lot of actors that were British or Scottish or other, trying to really, really hard to do American accents. And sometimes it slipped, but it was okay. Like this movie's pretty good. The soccer is really good. Gerard Butler plays like one of the team leaders. He's like the goalie, like the older guy on the team and stuff. And he's really, really good. It's narrated by Patrick Stewart throughout. And yeah, it shows how they built this team kind of just based off a bunch of East Coast guys and a bunch of guys from St. Louis. And like the way they play different and how they had to work together and they build a team. And like that part, like it's kind of like a little mini heist assembly. Like they kind of have to go get a couple guys and recruit, and that's pretty cool. But they don't spend a whole lot of time on it, just enough to get the pieces that you need for the story too. And spoilers, they go over, or they go to, I think they're playing in Brazil, and they play the English team in the opening game, and they get the win. And it's like one of the biggest sports upsets ever in any sport, especially soccer, because these guys are all like plumbers and cops and like a mortician. Like they're just dudes. Like they're not professional athletes or top level guys. Yeah, really, really good movie. There's some stuff like the accent stuff. Like it's just kind of some things got distracting, but the story is great and it was pretty well done. I gave it 3.5 stars.
3.5 stars for Game of Their Lives. No, this is a complete blind spot for me, even as far as knowledge of it is. Tato?
But I just saw the clip of the fucking Maple Leaf Zamboni driver filling in for the Hurricanes.
Coming on next, I don't always do this because I like watching stuff for the first time, but I do have a long time this week here. Tato, do me a favor, try to shake my hand. Brothers don't shake. Brothers gotta hug. Yeah, I love me some Tommy Boy here, and I think there's some true truth to just how charming and fun this movie is. Of course, led by the absolutely fantastic, lovable Chris Farley here as the loser, lovable son who's graduating from college. Smoking some weed at the beginning, which I also didn't quite remember, which is interesting here. Him and David Spade have great chemistry here. Spade's a dick, but it's so much fun to watch. Maybe my favorite Spade is why Spade is like another cat that I still kind of always follow still to this day here. The bits still work here, where they're just hanging out with Rob Lowe, trying to go cow tipping, singing Maniac, to even the end. Where they try to figure out their way into Dan Aykroyd's good graces here and what has to happen there, and I think there's some fun stuff there. I also noticed this viewing around here. I never quite noticed David Spade is definitely jerking it to that pool girl. Yeah, I always just thought he was watching, but no, he is totally hands on. It's very quick edited wise, but he is he's definitely anywho. Tommy Boy, 4-star movie for me here. Still talked about still to this day. There's Funko Pops. I saw a Notebook in Target a couple years back. Tato, thoughts on Tommy Boy?
Yeah, I fucking adore this picture. It's gonna come in at a 4.5 for me. Spade and Farley execute the big guy, little guy dynamic to a T. Deer is hilarious. Fat guy in a little coat, gold. Cow tipping, as you mentioned. It's just, just funny scene after funny scene, manages to have a ton of heart. My favorite thing to do on rewatches is just look at Spade trying not to crack during the car fire scene, because he is breaking so hard. If you go back and watch that, he's just it's those two together are so funny. It's definitely a bummer to not have Chris around. Miss you, bud.
My boy, Chris Farley. Jeremy, thoughts on Tommy Boy?
I don't know how you don't give it 5 stars. It's a 5-star movie. It's perfect. They're a perfect comedy duo. They should be. Like you said, it's too bad we didn't get more, because they could have been like Laurel and Hardy and Abbott and Costello, just another modern version of just the best comedy act around for the time. It's a perfect movie. It's got heart. It's genuinely goofy and funny. Every joke hits. Every part is perfect. Chris Farley was a comedy god. He just nailed exactly what Tommy Boy is. Brian Dennehy for no reason, but he's a great. That's a great casting. All the other casting is incredible. I love it. Yeah, forever. 5 stars.
Forever and ever, Tato.
Yeah, I love this movie. 4.5 stars.
What movie you got?
All right, we will move from Brian Dennehy to Ned Dennehy.
Toy Story, Deliverance,
and Harry Potter wearing a big ass pair of bear slippers. I saw Guns Akimbo.
Okay.
This movie is pretty fucking fun. It's how I like my action movies, wrapped up in shiny colors and video game theatrics and shit like that, even though they do make it clear holy fuck, this isn't a video game, even though it clearly is a video game, so you feel that way. Solid flick. Radcliffe is really good. Samara Weaving's solid in it. The villains are fine. Lego Knuckles, brilliant invention, so you got to give credit where credit's due on that one. Pretty just a pretty standard fun beat action movie. You're in and out in 90 minutes. There's Ned Dennehy. BT Dub is that guy. They're not related. I double checked. I like Alec Miller here as the role of the office buddy. Is pretty adorable. That was the main bit I was waiting for. I was hoping he would show up on screen very soon. The concept of this movie is really good. I do dig. I feel like what you think going into the movie, spoiler alert, is fucking Radcliffe comes up against Nyx and she's just gonna be the first one, and he's gonna have to kill a bunch of other fucking weird ass killers and shit. But they do subvert that expectation at least, so it isn't a straight up paint by numbers movie or anything like that. It does have a little flair to the storytelling, but there's not a whole ton of substance in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, just fun. 3.5 stars.
Jaron, thoughts on Guns Akimbo?
I have not seen it. It's been on my watch list for a while, but no, still haven't gotten there.
No, yeah, I'm surprised. I think it's enjoyable here. I'm actually again just slightly lower at 3, but I even when I'm looking up, I was like, oh, I could be a 3.5 on this here because, like you said, it's 98 minutes here. In a weird way, I think this maybe is why I'm only at 3 because I do think the gimmick does wear after a little bit here. Like even at 98 minutes, I did feel like okay, like I was ready for the story to do a degree wrap up here, but Radcliffe's giving it his all here. The quick appearance by Rice Darby is always really funny as well. Weaving having a little bit of a different niche to her character is cool as well here. So, and like you said, too, kind of very painted in gloss here, directed by Jason Howden, who had did the Deathgasm movies here. So he has kind of a cool view and whatnot on it. So yeah, Guns Akimbo still definitely worth a recommendation and a watch, fun afternoon watch. Jeremy, what else you get to recently?
So for my last one, I got rid of a pretty big blind spot. A movie I even kind of surprised myself that I never just actually watched. I watched True Romance for the first time. Like I think I've only got like 2 Tony Scott movies left that I haven't seen, I think. And this is the last Quentin Tarantino affiliated thing that I haven't seen. And it's awesome because why wouldn't it be? Like, it's so much fun. The characters are cool. The villains are cool. Like the whole road trip, chaos, cocaine with Cousin Balky. Like, yeah, it's great. Christian Slater is as cool as he ever was in the 90s. It had to be this movie. James Gandolfini, the scene where he beats the crap out of Patricia Arquette and she just keeps coming back. Like, it's just badass. The comedy is good. It's damn near perfect for me. I'm gonna watch it again soon. I feel like I need to do it again. It's gonna be one of those. I miss shit, and I need to go jump back in real quick. Michael Rappaport's kind of annoying, but everything else is great. Tom Sizemore, special shout out because that dude is having way too much fun in this movie. Like, I don't even know if they messed up and added a 0 to his contract, and he was just like as happy as he could be when he showed up to work. I don't know, because the dude is loving everything he's doing right in the last like third of this movie. It's so good. I gave it 4.5 stars.
Yeah, no, True Romance is a fun movie. I've been meaning to get back to it myself here. Very, very bloody and violent as well. Definitely a Tarantino script here, but I like Tony Scott's taking the direction as well. So I think it ends up being a really cool mix of the two here. The relationship between Slater and Arquette here, and again, really fun, just pop up performances. Whether it's Brad Pitt, Gandolfini, et cetera here. So Hopper doing really good as well. Kind of a more nicer side of Hopper. But yeah, I'm at 4 stars. It's one I've been meaning to kind of get to back to as well because it's been a minute. So yeah, Tato, thoughts on True Romance?
Yeah, I definitely dig this movie. It has a soft spot in my heart. One of the first movie trivia questions I ever wrote was about Brad Pitt's Honey Bear Bong. So keep that one in the heart forever. For the first ever match I wrote was that 420 match. That was good. But yeah, obviously a fucking who's who in this cast. That Christopher Walken during that last clip, that scene is just fucking Jeff's kiss. What a performance. All around. I'm a Slater guy, so fucking party on with that. Gary Oldman as fucking that character.
It's so weird.
He's such a good fucking actor, and he does not give a fuck.
That's wild.
Yeah, he can do anything, even fucking things he shouldn't. Looking at you, Tiptoes. But yeah, I can't remember if I said 4.5 or not. This movie is fucking fantastic. Obviously, it has all those Tarantino hallmarks and shit, and just a different lens on it, which is cool to see.
A good lens. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's on my end and in a whimper here. I'm pretty sure I've seen this before, but it's one of those movies where like I know I've kind of given up and fallen asleep in the past. Let me see if I can get through it from beginning to end, so I can make sure I can say I gave it a full shot here. Transformers 4. Age of Extinction from Michael Bay here. And yeah, I remember pretty quickly why I feel like I gave up on this movie a couple times in my life here. Again, if you've seen the others, you know how it's shot, you know how it's, you know, what their kind of sense of humor is. I'm ready for the franchise to end at this point here. You know, the fifth one might be even worse. You know, you slide out Shia LaBeouf for the over like kind of semi-serious Mark Wahlberg. I think you even kind of lose a little flair of fun in that to not go to him. He also Poor Things and Licorice Pizza Logic has a really creepy like moment or two where like the guy actually explained why he's dating a younger girl. Just don't write that. Just don't do that. And make her older, make him younger, whatever you want to do. It's a movie, you idiot. So you're kind of creepy, Michael Bay, for feeling the need to have your Romeo and Juliet law explained. The humor, again, it's whatever. The action is cool and glossy, but you need more than that. Boy, do you feel the runtime. You're ready for things to stop exploding. I remember too, one of the reasons I disliked it at the time was I was a TJ Miller fan. Don't know if he's a crazy or bad guy, but like even the way his character just kind of like leaves very abruptly and like a very over the top hard way too for like being the comedy relief doesn't even work. And then you just lost your comedy relief, so now you're just back to the serious characters you don't care about and are boring. Again, looks fine. Parts of it you can kind of get through here and admire from a technical standpoint, but boy, can I not give it more than 2. In my opinion. Any thoughts on the fourth, the Transformers movie, Tato?
Dear Sandy, fuck you, love Tato.
Do you have a score? Have you seen it? I don't know what that meant.
Yeah, no. Sandy and I picked this as a strength one, so I rammed through all of these. Yeah, these are all pretty much piles of shit, except for like I will say Bumblebee and the '86 cartoon is a fucking saving grace. The cartoon is really fucking dope, especially after
it's a fever dream.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
I don't mind the first one with Shia and Michael Bay.
Yeah.
At least like you got to see them on the big screen, and that was fun. Just,
yeah.
Boy, are they such like hangover repeated sequels, though. You know, like damn, dude.
Yeah, there's like fucking. I haven't seen Rise of the Beast or anything, but
that might be the third or fourth best.
I'm sure I've heard that it is probably just behind Bumblebee in terms of live action. So
I go third, but yeah. Did you have a score? I'm sorry if I didn't hear it.
Fucking yeah, I'll give it the same 2 on technical achievement and shit.
Jeremy?
That's trash. I remember walking out of the theaters because everybody always wanted to go watch these, and I was getting increasingly less excited. And then this one, I was like, if they fuck up the Dinobots, I'm out. And they fucked up the Dinobots and just kind of made them bitches. Like Optimus Prime just bitch slaps a dinosaur and then he just does what he wants. Like it's beyond that. It's one of the worst edited movies I've ever seen. The story is insane. Yeah, the statutory rape law outline for the state of Texas or whatever we're getting is just fucking awful. It's so weird. I don't like anything about this movie. Half star.
Yeah, no, like Michael Bay seems like a nice guy in interviews, but like some of his decisions, I'm like, is he? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he was having Diddy parties. The way some of his like things are shotted and the jokes that are in there. Sorry, Michael, if you're watching, I know you're a big fan. Teddy, got one more?
I do not.
All right, and just like a lights out, I guess we're done. All right, so those are the movies we discussed this week here. Probably at some point join me and Tato, and who knows? You never know who's gonna come in to the world of long time, first time. Till then, Jeremy Potter is one of our favorites. Big business plugs, parting words. The floor is yours, good sir.
Yeah, go watch everybody else's stuff because I don't run a channel, so I help with Brawl over at Multiplex. Please go watch that. Watch Lights Out. Tato works really hard on that. That's a lot of fun. Might have even taped a match a little bit ago. Go check it out against Cass. Come here. Come to the Pierce Co. Talk about movies. Make top 10 lists about like the third sequels, and it's fun. Answer questions. Write questions. Do things. Thanks.
Yeah. Tato?
Absolutely, lights out. Check it out. Just had the second semifinal, so there's a finals to be had next week. Then we're gonna probably kick into some movie battleground and trios shenanigans. Gonna be a fun time.
Hell yeah, for Tato, for Jeremy. Stay tuned to this channel, of course. Shenanigans happening. Monday, I will be competing in that tournament here, trying to book other matches. People's schedules suck, but I'm trying. And hey, we love you more than you